Struggle 2, we're picking the top because otherwise the Empire starts with all three. So this way we at least have two ties and well, three are tied because there's no one here, rather than it being three for the Empire. So let's see. Well, it's Shock T first, which is good because we can tell a Galactic Empire or Galactic Republic character to dash. It's gonna help us get one of these points, hopefully. Well, get this one probably. We can't dash anyone over there. The ARP is pinned, of course. But we could have first. He is wounded as well as pinned. Okay. I don't know, maybe we start moving Kiadi over there. Oop. I don't think she can get. Come on. I don't think she can get far enough to wound Krennic. Because a dash move, she'd have to attack somebody, and then she can't attack him. I think she's gonna end up over here. Thing is, if we could maybe, I still don't think we make it close enough to attack him either. Try and get a wound to double dash Anakin and then like reposition over here. Who's left? Well, we could have Anakin go. Yeah, Anakin. It's Anakin, Shatterpoint. Well, yeah, those are the two options. So, thing is, the dash doesn't actually. One dash doesn't get anyone over here or there. So, oop. Maybe we do dash Anakin this way, go for this point, and then in the coming turns he can maybe wound, might even be able to wound both of them. Get a bunch of movement going. Oh, we should roll for priority. It's the block. Should be this one. So I should definitely go take that one. Oh yeah, Inquisitor's gonna get that because they're wounded. Okay. I mean, she can definitely come over here and take that. Doesn't get to attack. Maybe he goes and or Shatterpoints. Wounds him. So everybody dashes. Oh yeah, and that could, yeah, one could shed the pin, one can move. So maybe I guess we do pick Shatterpoint. Okay. And it's secondary units challenging the odds. He is pinned. The ARF is right there. So I think we're gonna have to do the jump. So pay a force for the jump. To get rid of the pin. We can do a full move. And whoop. Get him engaged. But we can throw our lightsaber at him. So that'll be have to flip, throw 6 dice. So he's exposed. So should hopefully get the kill on this. Okay, 2 blocks. 3 expertise is going to be a crit and a shove. So that's 2 crits for 5 damage down to 4 because of protection. So that will not get the wound. We'll do a shove. Just get him, shove him off. Well, but we need to do a melee attack. So yeah, we'll do the follow-up is what we'll do. Up there. And then that'll be the last 2 force, but we could refresh one. So yeah, he has no force to spend for disciplined or anything. We are within 3 of a wounded unit, so it only cost 1 actually for his second attack. But we can't flip stance a second time in the turn, but definitely be able to get our 1, well, technically 2 damage through protection. Ooh, 4 expertise, crit hit, shove. So that'll be 4. Whoop. Come on, 4 hits, and a crit, and a shove, so 2, so 3 steps, so I'll throw 7 damage, and a strain, 7 down to 6, strain, get the wound, momentum, shove, which we will do this time. Or no, I was looking at the wrong one. It's not the throw. So 4, yeah, that's 3 crits. So an extra 1 getting through. So I could get a jump out of this. And we will do that. Ooh, that's interesting. So he's gonna be able to go there. Do a jump and then a dash. We could get that one as well. I think Shakti's gonna go over here. Right? Okay. So we'll just shove him out of the way that way. We'll do our jump. Or no, we don't. We don't get a shove. So back that up. We get a jump. Get the momentum. Get a force. And then he gets a heal and a dash. Is the dash gonna get him there? He's spazzed out a bit here. I think so. Doesn't get him there. So we give Shock T the dash. So get a heal. Yeah, there. Okay. And then all my secondaries and supports are gonna get dashes, so get rid of the pin. Do a dash to get rid of the strain, not that it matters. This one's actually just gonna get out of the way. Make room for Shock T. She's going to dash. Ahsoka's fine where she is. He's going to dash. Yeah, that'll be it. So we'll get that. They'll get that. And that one's tied. So we have the 2 points. And it's back to the Empire. Block again. Okay, so what is happening? Okay, let's see who's next. Shatterpoint. Well, Grand Inquisitor is already where we want him. Could on Chewie. Well, we only get one. Oh yeah, she can do a reposition, can't she? That would get him in range. Get her in range. Would. We could be getting 3 points. Yeah, I think we do it. Simple but effective. And we could try to get a wound on him. So yeah, move, attack, 6 dice. We're not disarmed or anything this time for once. crit and a damage. -3, 2, and a damage. Which of course is going to be 3 pin, which they could got rid of. So again, one less than we hoped for. Disarm or shove. And let's get ourselves on the point. So shove that way. Shove onto the edge. Follow up. Break the tie. And we'll get 3 points. Okay. Decent turn for having no force. Let's priority block again. Now this is probably within 1. Go. Yeah, we could. Let's the 5 first. He could be dashing up here. Yeah. So we could body. So if Anakin goes, well, actually, if he even throws his lightsaber, wound Krennic, then he can come up here. Chuck T could dash here. Doesn't flip that. But start moving. Kiati over here. She gets that point. We get a struggle movement. So yeah. Let's bring out Anakin. He's gonna throw his lightsaber. 6 dice. Into Krennic. 1 health left, 5 dice. Ooh, 4 expertise. Again, crit hit. Shove. So 1 crit, 3 hits. Which is again gonna be perfectly blocked by Krennic, the tank. Don't see that every day, I don't think. Krennic taking a thrown lightsaber to the face. So, what are we gonna do about this? We'd have to pay 1. Yeah. We pay 1 for supporting fire. Give him a dash, which we found out earlier doesn't actually get him on the point, but it'll get him engaged with Krennic. And then we will throw 8 dice this time. 5. Alright, 1 expertise, crit. So we've got 2 crits this time. 3 hits, 3 steps getting through. There we go. So now we're getting 7 damage and a strain. That'll get the wound for momentum. And then he will refresh a force. Kiadi will give somebody a heal and a dash. Put him on the point. Start moving him over. She's gonna get a dash anyway. Second. I think we get him moving over. And then that was. No, it's just the attacks. Yeah, he still has a move left. So, yeah, we'll just move in here. Double up on that point. And then at the end of the turn, she gets a dash. Here. He can get a dash here. If I go first, doesn't really matter. So he'll sit like that. Ahsoka as well. And then, so we're gonna get that and that. For 3. They move. So I move the struggle tracker 1 for one of your primary. 3 points on the board. And we pass it back. Roll for priority. Oh my gosh. Block again. Who's next? Death Trooper. So he will wake up. We basically want to wound the ARF troopers at the very least, because then that will mean that both supports come off the board on their next activations. Now the question is, where do we want to be for next? For the next struggle, maybe we do just leave him where he was, and we'll just focus and shoot. So it'll be 9 dice trying to do 1 damage. Into 4. Should be pretty easy. We have 5, 6, 7 results. -1. That's gonna be full treaty. I could have gone up there for the reposition. Oh well. Yeah. To disarm and pin. Disarm. Pin again. A bunch of damage. We get the wound. And we get 2 shoves. Say this guy. One. And reposition between the 2. And so that'll be, flip that, 3 points, each get momentum, pass it back, Shock T will go, can tell a Public person a dash. That's not actually gonna flip that point, but oh well. Already. Finally, something else. And it's gonna be the one that she's on. So, is there a better angle? I think so. We need 2 shoves to get him off. But we also have 2 force for the repulse. So, that'll probably be happening. But we could. What else? Do an attack. Could get the 2 shoves. Yeah, what else are we gonna do? Focus and attack, I guess. 8. And well, we have no force, so we can't get the extra dice. But he'll have 6 in melee. Two. That's 4. I swapped that attack. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay, 4. Oh boy. Okay, 2 crits getting through. 4. Well, let's just do the 4 damage, I guess. So we're gonna have to repulse anyway. Inside a wounded unit. So pay 1 till be pushed that way. Take that for 3 again. Oop, wrong way, this way. Oh, I actually did. Not that it matters, I guess, but actually did refresh on that. So, could have done the swap and stuff, but oh well. Did I get to refresh? And we'll pass it back. So, thing is, the longest it goes, the better it is for the Empire, because those parts are going to start coming off the table. So it's kind of either draw this out or just be trying to win this struggle. And we had the Shatterpoint. So we need, oh yeah, same point. What's gonna happen here? Already got that. Flipping 2. Krennic could take it from them, but then it would just flip back next turn. Grand Inquisitor could pop up and take that point. Could get Reva into somewhere where she's going to matter. I don't mind the GI turn here. Just try to push Shock T or wound her. So yeah, I think we go with Grand Inquisitor. Give Reva a dash. Let's just put her within 2 here. But a little more relevant spot. He's going to climb. do we want the guarantee with the shove on 1? Here we go for the wound. I mean, the wound would be 3 steps in expertise, or 4 steps. This way is more guaranteed to get the point, so you know me, that's where we're gonna go. 6 dice, even in melee. Do we have any coordinate fire stuff? No. Yeah. Nope. She's across the board. Shakti's gonna have 5. Two and 2. So that'll be 3 and a crit to fail. So it looks like our expertise is the only thing getting through, which is 2 hits, which will give us 2 damage in a reposition and a shove. Disarm, she's immune to, yeah. But we'll get the shove. And we'll follow up just to block that ladder. And that will be Grand Inquisitor Shatterpoint for 3. And momentum. So they need either 4 points or 3 in a wound. Arf triggers, that's not what we want. Because, yeah, no way they're taking that from him. We should roll for priority. Name, of course. Yeah, they wake up and take that one, but that's only 2 points. No one's ready to be wounded, even. Definitely not taking that, so we gotta reserve. We got Kiati. Get dash her, but they're body blocked. Jedi. Get the dash of the Jedi. We already don't have that point. And nobody is awake to take it. Even if we force push her off. This is not looking good. So yeah, if I dash Jedi, I get a dash. Attack her. If I get a wound, I get another dash. Probably get a reposition. Yeah, get a reposition off the tree. Dash from Arf, maybe. And then force push. That's what we gotta do. Let's. Okay. We'll dash. Shakti this way. Easier to climb, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. So that hill dash here. Then he's gonna attack. 7 dice. Yeah. Three. That's 3 crits. Getting through. So we will get a shove. We need the reposition. 4. 4 and disarm. Give her a shove. Back. Still gonna be in range, but get the reposition. Take down here. And then the ARFs will have to pay 2 to give him another dash. Which I guess he'll take the ladder. So that's I'm gonna dash him on. And then we're within 3 of the 501st, so that will cost 1 force push him over there. And that will flip that. 3. Excuse me. So, Empire needs a 4-point turn to not just lose the struggle here. Interesting. Yeah, he could go take that point. Let's see. Block. So block is this one, which we already have. Yeah, we can just give her a reposition onto the point a little better. Cost 2. Does she have deflect? No. Wound her. Cost 2 for the move. Or the dash and 5 dice tech. Or dash and focus, I mean. She only has 2 health left, though. But we can't take cover. We may be able to get there. We're going to see if Death Trooper Escort can make it to this ladder without the doing the dash. Because if we can get him there without having to use force, that would be ideal. It's pretty good. Let's see. Yep. Yep, for sure. Nice. So he's gonna pop there. Shoot at Shakti. Seven. She's got 5. Your one expertise will be 2 hits, so 6 minus 3 me to do 2 damage, so that'll definitely do it. Let's do the 2 shoves, so I'll do 3 damage. She's immune to disarm, and the 2 shoves. Oh, come on. Damage, we'll get the wound. So we'll get momentum. So 3 and a momentum. Oh, actually, that was a wound by a secondary. We can spend a force and bring it over and not give each other a momentum. Alright. Yeah, this could be... yeah, that could make the difference. Allow the Empire to maybe get this, so... Oops. Yeah, Archer in reserve. See what the priority is. It's the block again. The Arcs could take it for 2 points. We're starting to get into the fight just to actually get struggle 2. Get a struggle on this. We pretty much have to wound 4th sister in order for it to not just immediately flip back. What are other options? They already have that. I went with Kiadi. Yeah, I think we have to bite the bullet on this one. Try to get a wound in the 3. So wake up. For the disarm. So this will be 5 dice. In melee. So we got 2 hits. 2 blocks. That'll do nothing. Just get rid of the disarm. So now with the shot, let's get 3 down the tree in order to get the wound here. She gets 1 more die as well. Oof. Oh, I didn't add the dice. 3 expertise. It's 2 blocks and a dash, so 3. So that'll be 2 successes for 2 damage pin and a shove. Pin, the dash will get rid of the pin. Can do the shove, but not to get her off. I guess just the edge. Move 2 to 1. Take that point, and they'll come off the board. So they will get the 3 points, but not the momentum. Fail. Ooh, that's this one. I really need Krennic for that, but this is going to become ours on its own. So we might just have to dig for Krennic, or he'll just pop up exactly when we need him. Nice. Alright. We can guarantee 4 points here. Yeah, okay. Now, do you try to hit Anakin? We need to do 6 to get the wound. You can't really do on that side. We need to stay in high aspirations. I mean, even 5 at strain would be great. Ahsoka doesn't have any damage anyway. He's in his defensive side. Or no, he's not. So yeah, I think we just focus and hit Anakin. Even if we can get him shoved off, that would be good. So then it's tied. So, do we focus? Yeah, we can't get out of range and shoot. So, 7 dice. To 5. Ooh, 2 and 2. That's gonna be 4. And he's blocking 2, 3. He's blocking 3, so I'll get 1 through a shove and a damage. Shove should get him off, though. Nice. And then high aspirations, we'll take that. We're not going to pay. Well, we didn't pay for the payday anyway. Not going to pay 2 for deploy the garrison. We'll get our 4 points. Basically need like an Anakin level play, except all the Dashins are gonna do a ton anyway. Ahsoka could dash him on to get the 1 point. It's the fail, which is that one again. We basically have to. There's really no better option is the problem. So 501st can't flip anything. Shakti can. Yeah. Yeah, I think Ahsoka just dashes him on. I wonder. Let's see if you can get around the corner. Ahsoka, attack Krennic. Basically a focus and attack, I guess. Four expertise. 2 crits. 3 hits. Block. 2 blocks crit to fail. So again, we're basically blocking 4 out of 5 results. So I guess we'll do a damage and a heal, because the show's not going to get him anywhere. That's Ahsoka. We will get that back. 2 momentum each. And yeah, all we need is a... Oh yeah, this is theirs, by the way. So all I need is a good roll, and it'll be GG. Block. Yep, it's that one. So that was quite the match. Empire came out of the gate hot, which I think you kind of need to do as first player in order to bring things back onto your side more quickly. You don't want to get stuck in a 3-3 landing on 0, because then the second player is just going to win. But Anakin's turn, which we were able to set up for that kill on Reva, and it was a big swing. Was able to get the 4 points on his turn, and basically even things out again after what the Empire had done, but it just wasn't quite enough. And yeah, the Empire did. I mean, they had to spend a lot of force, but they finally were able to finish off that struggle on Krennic's turn. Which, yeah, he can make some things happen for sure. Han and Chewie, I got the idea, make them stormtroopers, make them Inquisitors. I don't think making them Inquisitors is really worth it. And once they got wounded, again, you're only really making them stormtroopers when you absolutely need it to finish the struggle. So I think I would swap them out. I also like Death Trooper Specialist more than I don't know, more than some people might. And I think, yeah, in this, because you don't want to make Han and Chewie Galactic Empire all the time, you don't have the force for that. Although I should have refreshed the force when I killed Shakti, but anyway, yeah, I think swapping Death Trooper Escort and like Death Trooper Shore Troopers, that would be a pretty solid list that continues to be solid even after things get wounded. So that's the swap I would make there. This was quite a fun list though. I like Han and Chewie. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to cross the board like we did on Struggle 1 to get that big lead. But yeah, a lot of fun. Enjoying Krennic. I mean, he really just sat on that point and kept going into high aspiration to keep taking it from whoever was there, which is all I needed them to do. Ordering people across the board. And so yeah, definitely exploring that more. I do think that odds is tough for the Republic team. They give out a lot of dashes, but the dashes weren't doing much, which is partially due to I think the mission, but also partially due to a lot of these ladders are on the corners, so they're really easy to body block. I think that was causing a lot of issues given where the objectives were. But, I mean, I definitely see how this would be really solid on sabotage and shifting, and really hard to deal with, but at the same time, Anakin's kind of the only figure that you're really relying on to wound stuff. The rest of the list was having a lot of trouble getting any sort of damage through, which may be like Grand Inquisitor is really defensive, but yeah, it's kind of all the wounds are coming from them. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then the Empire team got 2, 4, 6. So I guess not that many more, but it seemed more quick. Oh, I guess it is 5. 5 and 5. But they definitely got their wounds early, which made a big difference wounding those supports like that. But hope you enjoyed this match, and thank you to Kenny and Andrew for submitting lists. It was a fun game for me, and hopefully fun to watch. See you all next time.